A reading from Numbers. At the end of 40 days, they returned from spying out the land. And they came to Moses and Aaron and to all the congregation of the Israelites in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. They brought back word to them and to all the congregation and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him, "We come to the land to which you sent us. It flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. Yet the people who live in the land are strong, and the towns are fortified and very large. And besides, we saw the descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the land of the Negeb. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites live in the hill country, and the Canaanites live by the sea and along the Jordan." But Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, "Let us go up at once and occupy it, for we are well able to overcome it." Then the men who had gone up with him said, "We are not able to go up against his people, for they are stronger than we." So they brought to the Israelites an unfavorable report of the land that they had spied out, saying, "The land that we have gone through as spies is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people that we saw in it are of great size. There we saw the Nephilim, and to ourselves we seem like grasshoppers, and so we seem to them." Tonight, our skit's going to be Caleb and the spies. And we just read what the spies and Caleb reported back. And if we were to keep reading, we would read that Caleb was unable to convince the people of Israel to go into the land because they were scared. So they wandered around for 40 years. Now, the great American actor John Wayne once said that courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway. That's John Wayne, not the Israelites. It's scary sometimes to do the hard things, to do what God may want us to do, to go into those places. But if the Israelites had just remembered that God had brought them out of slavery in Egypt, through the Red Sea, through the wilderness, gave them water and bread from the sky, miraculous things in the desert, if they'd have just remembered that, then the giants would not have seemed so giant. But instead they succumbed to their fear. They didn't have peace in their hearts, but were very afraid. And we don't do that. That's what the Israelites do. We know better than that. We're not afraid. Yet somehow it's hard to move forward. We forget that somehow God brought us to this point. I just had my birthday, and somehow I managed to get to 29. We'll see if I can get another 29 in, but God brought me that far and continues to bring me forth. And if God is for us, who can be against us? Let's watch.
Well, isn't Canaan everything God said it would be?
That it is, and then some.
Then I say we go in and take it. What are we waiting for?
For one thing, our knees need to stop shaking.
Caleb, didn't you see the size of those Canaanites? Those dudes have been taking their vitamins.
They weren't so big.
Are you kidding? The ark could have been their bath toy.
But, my brothers, you're not looking at the positives.
Sure we are. We are positive we're not going in.
But I know we can bring the Canaanites to their knees.
Yeah, and they'd still be taller than us. Why? Next to those Canaanites, we look like small grasshoppers.
The only thing small is your faith.
I'd go in a second, Caleb, but it's my feet. Lately, I've been having problems with them.
Really?
Yeah, every time I come against an enemy this big, they want to turn around and run.
Well, what about me? Don't forget, I've got a wife and a mother-in-law at home.
And you don't think you should leave them?
No, I was hoping they could go in my place.
Okay, so maybe the Canaanites are bigger than us. Maybe they're tougher. But you're forgetting one thing. God is on our side.
Yes, but...
Didn't he free us from Pharaoh's bondage?
Well, yes.
And didn't he part the Red Sea?
Yes.
And didn't he feed us with manna every day?
Yes.
Then I say we can trust him for this. And Joshua agrees with me.
Okay, Caleb, we've talked it over, and there is one question we just had to ask ourselves. Are we mice or men?
And your answer?
Got any cheese?
All right, go ahead. Stay here and look at the negatives. Live in fear. Don't take that which the Lord has given to you. But I know one day Joshua and I will march triumphant into the promised land.
But what about the Canaanites? You'll still look like a grasshopper next to them.
But we're grasshoppers who serve a mighty big God.